need to copy from zone 91. Yeah. So the top one I copied from zone 1, which is about 9 to 10 meter per minute. The bottom one is about 0.3. So that's why I like to have the mod 3 as my default.
So, but the most important thing to make sure that the calibration, spinning calibration is okay is
R square.
R square.
Yeah, R square should be close to 1.
Should be
And
close to
also
one.
you like to see the all points here. How it changes on the
Okay.
sun itself.
But the R square positive is an if, is it okay?
No, I think this is a problem. No, it's not.
Since we are working on the same data, should I
Ah.
also get the same number like yours?
Yes,
Okay.
but the problem is when you do the stretch.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
because you
okay.
have the maybe a little bit different.
Difference. Okay.
A
So it's
little
not exactly similar,
Okay.
but that's okay.
Okay, it's
Yeah.
more different. Mine is 8.2.
That's fine. You mean the threshold, right?
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is a, yeah, if I change slope positive, the R square will be okay, but if I go to slope negative, then R square positive or NA. Should stays. But this one it should be okay. It's not mine. And also the consistency between the surface. So if we are flowing, shutting, so it should be more consistent. Okay, so we have
The line that has a triangle marks is for zone 1, right?
this one, right?
Yeah.
The highlighted one is on one here.
Zone 1.
The top yellow.
So we no need to bring that to 0.
I need to
Straight
make,
line.
what do you mean?
Like how we make the zone.
No, 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 no.
No need.
No, because this one is already okay, right?
Okay.
So the intercept positive, positive, intercept negative is negative.
Yes.
So that's okay. But in the zone 2 is crossing over like this. So I need to move like that. So I just increasing a bit in order to have intercept positive, positive number, intercept negative, negative number.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do that because I know this is in the water. So
And I must make sure the threshold is equal for both.
no,
No. Okay.
not really, not really.
Okay.
Yeah, not really. More or less, yes, but yeah, the slope in the cars, yeah, should be a bit lower. In the car should be a bit lower, but the threshold is higher. Usually like that. But really depend on the spinner. Sometimes they are not really very big difference. So you might see that the threshold in the cars is a lot higher in the water. So the sensitivity of the gas calculation is less.
Mm.
So we have this one, yeah. And if you go to the transition, it's the orange one. So we did that already. Yeah, you can have fit, sharp, free. Fit, I think, is the distant rating and calculation. Sharp, you can just put here. I just show you one sharp. So if I click on sharp, there will be only one depth. This is the water level. But if you have free, you can have 2 points. And between these 2 points will be interpolation. So just if you have fit, no. So you don't have any. I need to change this one to January. One. And print. So Sorry, I did click OK. So service trays. I need to go to more tray. The top one, I redo this. That one, I redo that. On the bottom, I repeat my steps. That one, I do, and I like to have it slightly larger slope. This one, 66. Then I have my positive, negative. So do I copy? Two. I copy. So I have threshold in the cars, in the water. Yeah, I have my slope in the cars, in the water. Then I click OK. If you click OK, then you will be seeing this one. The cutoff. Yeah, when talk about the cutoff, since it's clear close to zero, that we like to ignore to calculate VM. So I like to keep VM for each pass because I have 6 passes. I like to have 6 different VM. So I put the weight the same, all 6. If I click OK, then I will generate the 6 VM and 1 VM average. So you might see the consistency because I choose the slope, for example. You can see I just take this one off. If I zoom it a bit on that. So you might see that the bottom one, the red in the water, the red one, they are not on zero. So the red curve at the bottom. So if I like just choose don't want, just don't want
Batch.
it's going to zero, but it's going to negative. This up one is all positive. But if I choose up 2, up 3, they're okay. Don't 2, don't 3, they're okay. Why? Why my down one and up one is not on zero? Go back to
Calibration.
calibrate. Oh, okay, sorry. I need to cancel. I need to choose all of them. And go back to calibrate. And if I go to the bottom yellow, remember we ignored the down one and up one
Okay.
to make the slope. But then if I use the slope and threshold in the zone 2 for this down one, so I will be having like this line and yet some threshold, small threshold. So the reading will be a negative VM. So that's why we are just down one. I just show the negative VM. This one is down one. If I choose up one, I apply this slope just parallel on that, and I add small offset threshold, so I have some positive or some negative value of CS will be positive of the VM. CS and VM is different. So if you choose just the up one, I apply the slope and I add a small threshold, so the number of the intercept, the arrow, will show maybe 5 or something like that. It's -5. -5 cable speed means cable speed going up is negative. So whatever is moving up is negative. So it means if it is flow, then negative cable speed is positive flow. Remember, negative cable speed is going down positive. And yeah, velocity going up is positive. So it's just on the contrary on that. So when you look at on the scale here, negative cable speed, it means whatever the arrow fall in this area is a positive flow. Accept. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah. So you might see if you apply the up one, slope and threshold, so the number will be maybe -5, which is 5 meter per minute. Yeah, so we might see if I click OK, if I choose the up one, or that one, I suppose 7. Yeah, so you see the number is about 7 also. So this is actually coming from the slope here. You put passing through the point, apply the threshold, and that's your peak. Yeah, remember the equation or I take the rest. So the slope and threshold is obtained from the yellow. And then we apply according to the orange. 4 point per point. Yeah. Since we ignored the down one and up one, so we apply the slope on down one and up one. Of course, it's not 0. So either you want to ignore up one to put 0 on the weight, or you can just leave like this one because the average will be from all the 6 passes is more or less 0. So you might see that if the point is not used for spinner slope, then of course if we apply, then the arrow will not be at 0. Does it make sense? More or less.
More or less. Yeah.
So the yellow is to get the spinner slope. So you pick and choose where you have a good spinner, stable, cable speed, stable, density stable. So you pick the gaps, pick the interval. If you have noisy data, you might take the longer interval to have a better statistical average. But if it is good all the way, then just pick whatever the depth, it will give you the same. So in the shut-in, why we do the shut-in first? Even when in the survey we do the flow first, but for the interpretation, usually I like to do the shut-in. Why? Because I like to get the 0 flow in the zone of in the phase of our interest, which is gas. The water is 0 in the sun, so it doesn't matter, but I like to show it. But what we are concerning is the gas, right? So I need to have the slope and threshold in the gas. The slope I can get from the flowing, but the threshold I can only get in no flow zone, which is in the shading above the top zone. Usually 0. So I just put the yellow on that. I get the slope, I get threshold, then I go to the flowing and I check whether the slope is okay or not. Then I copy the threshold from shut-in to the flowing because I'm not getting any threshold in the flowing. Yeah. That's why I always do the shut-in first. Even though we have crossflow, that's okay because above the top curve, usually between top curve and surface is nothing. If it is some leak, then it's different, but usually it's no flow zone.
No flow.
Yeah. And that's the phase that we are producing. So the slope and threshold we get from that is actually can be used in the flowing condition.
Even though if it's oil zone, doesn't matter.
If you produce oil.
Yeah. If it's not gas, all the way oil, no problem.
No, you need to have depend on the well is producing oil or gas.
Oil.
Oil, that's fine because it's your phase of interest is oil.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mm.
because you're producing oil.
Doesn't necessarily get
No,
only.
no,
Okay.
you don't need.
Mm. The important thing is no flow zone.
Yes,
Mm.
and in the phase you're producing.
Okay.
Yeah, you're producing, sorry, oil and gas.
Mm-hmm.
Then you might get yeah, you should be able to have the oil level, and you put the zone, yellow zone in the oil, and another zone in the gas.
Okay.
So you have two,
Mm.
oil and gas. And in the flowing, if you have a mixture,
Mm.
so I would say I just put maybe in between the slope of gas and oil, the threshold of gas and oil. So it's just in between because they are mixed, right?
Mm.
So something like that.
Mm.
Okay, so that's the first one. And if you want to, you can click all result. This is the table. So you have if you have plenty of yellow, there will be some different rows then, the numbers. R square are there as well. Yeah, you can copy into your report. Then what else? If you have changed the slope or threshold, and if you want to calculate the fee app directly without clicking OK, you can click on that one. So recalculate. So just to recalculate the app. And we have several options at the top. Action for all zone. So all zone mean all yellow zones. Yeah. So you can recompute with the threshold, with the threshold. So if you have several yellow zone in the gas, so I like to make the average of all these yellow in the gas, so you might do this one. So you might be averaging several zone in the gas. So yeah, you can do that one. And the second option is for the active zone. For example, my active zone is zone 2. So I recompute positive slope, or I need to recompute positive intercept because I have changed the slope. So recompute positive slope if I change the threshold. So I will be recomputing. Recompute intercept if I have changed the slope. But usually when you change the slope, it's automatically change the intercept. At the moment, it's just automatic. Recompute positive line. Okay, so after that one, I just click OK again. So I'll get rid of this because I changed something. So we'll ask you whether you want to recalculate. Okay. Yeah. So I do have my VM and velocity maps. I'll show you the cutoff. So on the ILS here, on the ILS, so sometimes reach zero.
How to get the velocity match?
It's automatic.
And mine.
To press OK.
Maybe the maximum number of track is 14.
Okay.
So if it is not there, then click on the show
Show.
at top.
Okay.
Should be there.
Got it.
Yes. Yes, it's the limitation of, I don't know, the Windows settings.
Okay.
So it's 14 track. And yeah, be careful. Sometimes look at on your info. If you don't tick this one, you don't see the VF. VF match, I mean the velocity match. So, but if you tick on that one, you should be seeing this. Yeah, yeah in info, reference channel, there is something like this one, the match field.
So the VAISLR is the VF, right?
Velocity apparent inline spinner
Okay, but I only get one line.
of the VILSR.
Yeah.
Okay, so go to VApp and tick on this one.
Okay.
So,
Apply.
yes.
Okay.
Oh, click OK, yes.
Okay.
I don't know why apply is here. It should be here. Eh?
Yeah.
Strange. Because ooh.
Okay.
Strange. Yeah? Okay, so yeah, usually I take this one. I don't know, it should be default, it's not default. Okay, so you have the consistency between those six, and then this one is an average of all six. Let's go to ILSR, maximize. So I can right click on that one, show spinner cut off lines, ILSR. So right click, show spinner ILSR, spinner cut off line.
Okay.
And then right click again, click edit. Click edit. So you can move around the lines. And when you move to red, blue will be moved. So it's the same.
Click and drag.
Yeah, click and drag.
Okay.
So you can see between those blue and red will not be calculated PAI as some. So if you have some spike or close to zero value, so we ignore. Because remember the equation yesterday? Let me put that back. Commitment. If I add the equation, where is it?
But this one should be done before we do the spinner calibration or after?
Just below.
Oh,
Before, yes.
Before. Okay.
Yes. Or if you do after that, you do redo the VM.
Oh,
That's
okay.
okay.
Just update.
Yeah, just update and then redo that.
Edit spinner cut off. Spinner cut off.
Let me. Where's my calculation yesterday? It's VM RPS divided by slope threshold. This one, yeah. This one, yeah. Yeah. So if your RPS is zero, 0 minus divided by something is 0, 0 minus cable speed, then you might have a threshold. So if you have 0 plus threshold is some value, but actually the RPS is 0. So cannot be the VM is have some number, right? So that's why I just put the cutoff. So within close to 0 will not calculate because that's a threshold will be added on. So I can recalculate this one if you want. You can just right click here and compute apparent velocity. So you don't need to go back to the app and just do this one and we'll do it for you.
Okay.
Yeah. If you forget on the cutoff at the first time. So you just redo compute apparent. And after that, please do not forget to untick the edit.
Okay.
And if you don't want to show, just untick this one. Yeah.
Mm.
So that's the cutoff. Close to 0 RPS, you don't have any thing calculated. Yeah. So we have this one. So this is the one that we get from the velocity or from spinner calibration, the yellow, the orange, and we use all the passes and average for all 6 passes is this one. Then what we do next, just follow the icon. So next is PVT.